26 minutes to 5 o'clock on 2JJJ. This is 2JJJ Stereo FM, broadcasting on a frequency of 105.7 megahertz with a power of 10,000 watts ERP with vertical polarisation. This is a test transmission, and as it is so, we'd be very happy to hear from you if you're picking us up in your area. Why don't you give us a call in our office on 335211 and let us know what the reception is like in your area. 335211. 2JJJ FM stereo broadcasting on a frequency of 105.7 megahertz with a power of 10,000 watts ERP with vertical polarisation. And here at Double J, it's getting very confusing, I must say, Double J and Triple J, but we're currently organising something very exciting to take place, hopefully in around about 10 minutes. So stay right where you are, and after this next piece of music, I'll fill you in on what's happening. It's 10 minutes to 6 o'clock. Triple J. This has been a test transmission with 2JJJ, and we'll be doing exactly the same again tomorrow, around about 10 a.m. As from 6 p.m. tonight, 2JJJ FM will be relaying Double J's normal AM program in FM mono. What this means is that from 6 p.m. till 1 a.m. tomorrow morning, you can hear our normal programs in FM mono, so don't touch that dial. Kerry Phillips coming up in stereo any moment now. It's 3 minutes to 6 o'clock. Good night. From this side.
The title track from the Stuntman LP by Edgar Froese. And it's exactly 8 o'clock on Double J and on Triple J. And if you are listening to us on the FM band, just a bit of information, I guess, about the forthcoming special. It's an interview with Lol Cream and Kevin Godley, done by Cherry Ripe in London recently. And it's been edited together by me with a bit of music from those guys when they were with 10cc, and also some of the albums they've done since then. If you are listening on the FM band, you may notice occasionally where the voice joins up with the music that there's a bit of a sort of nasty hissing sound occasionally. That's not anything to do with your signal. It's in fact a feature of the very ancient equipment that we use down in the Double J mixing booths. It's generally known as dirty faders, and in fact this is what it is, so don't be perturbed if you hear it on the FM. Normally you see it's masked by our lousy AM signal. It just mixes in with the rest of the static, but you may pick it up tonight on the FM band. Anyway, for the next hour, Godley and Cream.
Double J, Double J, Double J, Double J, Double J.
Shut up, Janice. At 9, we have to get out of the way and make room for Mr. Robinson. I don't want to encroach 1 minute into his fabulous program. News at 9 with Jeffrey Hughes. Then we have just old Double J AM 1539 with Ted Robinson and one or two listeners, while everyone else waits for the test transmission to resume in stereo about 10 o'clock this morning, 105.7 at Triple J FM. I will leave you with the sports and their song for Mr. Robinson's expectations of a listener or two. Perhaps. See you tomorrow.
We never meet now and then I see.
Pleased today to have 2JJ behind me and 2JJJ ahead of me. And that's quite a tongue twister. And you've got to get it right on FM radio.
Just on 2JJJ, this is a test transmission. And this is called Learning the New Panel.
Just before we go off the AM band for all time, we'd like to send a cheerio to the guys out at the transmitter at Liverpool. despite the fact that our AM signal was never exactly perfect, and it's far too complicated to explain why here, it did help form the Double J personality in a weird sort of a way. And we're very grateful here for all the help we've had at the transmitter end of the operation, and we look forward, of course, to the boost in power we'll be getting soon on our FM signal. That's 105.7 on the FM band. So from all of us here at Double J, it's farewell and welcome to Triple J FM.
Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have liftoff.
Half an hour.
seconds away from liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have liftoff.
Just like a dozen
dear, who would have thought it possible? That was the Dew Gods there with Gay Guys. Welcome, 105.7. This is Triple J FM.
It's now Triple J, and I must say, as Minister for Post and Telecommunications, and of course especially Minister for the ABC, I'm delighted about this, because from the moment I first became Minister, I saw the possibility of Double J becoming Triple J and going into FM, because FM is so clearly the natural home for a sound like Double J. And I believe that the entry of commercial FM at the same time today will give Double J, as it becomes Triple J, a larger audience, and I believe open up exciting new possibilities, so that the sound is appropriate to the sort of work that Double J has always been involved in. And I believe that with the marketplace opening up the FM band, there's a great future for Triple J. I do believe that it's filled a need in our community. It's been interesting the way the ABC has shown that it can do this sort of broadcasting, which a lot of people were highly sceptical about. And I'm delighted that it's been able in such an interesting fashion to fill a need. It at times is controversial, but I believe our system can cope with these sorts of things and is made stronger because of them. And if you like, in a democracy, in a way, there's nothing more important than that sort of thing. But it's great to think that a sound which is so appropriate to FM is going to be involved in this great, and I believe it's fair to say, great explosion of FM in Australia. I've been telling the people who organise things here at what was Double J and is now Triple J, that if the technical operating conditions for which my department is responsible are not sufficient to provide a good coverage in the service area of Sydney, then we will do everything we can, working with you, to ensure that the ABC can have the sort of conditions it needs to get its signal out to the people out there, and the people who deserve to be able to listen to it, because it's ridiculous to have an interesting and important sound in a city like Sydney and not allow people to get it merely for technical reasons. There are, of course, all sorts of constraints on broadcast planning, but let's do what we can to make sure that this sound is heard far and wide through Sydney. And so in short, I'm delighted to be able to be associated with the launch into FM of Double J as it becomes Triple J, and I wish you well. Thank you.
People came and sent them all away. But now I'm left alone. I haven't got a word to say, and you're the one who makes the choice to turn me on or turn me off. But now it really matters. Hit, pick, or opponent show. I don't want you to go tonight. 10,000 watts of power. News headlines on the hour tonight. Our music beats the best. You just don't need the rest tonight. Once I couldn't care at all, but I can feel the ratings fall tonight. Hit, pick, or bullet Joe. I don't want you to go tonight. 10,000 watts of power. News headlines on the hour tonight. Our music beats the best. You just don't need the rest tonight. 10,000 watts of power.
Yeah, g'day. Fred Dag here, coming to you in FM. Get yourselves a bigger sized trouser. We're shifting the whole thing up a cog. If required, an oxygen mask will drop from the unit above your seat. And of course, if the unit above your seat gets into any sort of trouble, hold on to your bedding slips and wind the volume up. I'll get out of your way now. I'll see you later.
Incidentally, disposing of it immediately. But before I do that, it's been brought to my attention that the letters FM are a criminal code word designed to impart criminal information for criminal use by criminals and or would-be criminals, FM. Did you hear that? If you did, in or out of stereo, you are under arrest in mono. Such is the life of the female impersonator, which is what FM means to me.
Way ahead here in the FM stakes at Triple J FM 107.5, 20 to 2. Triple J FM 107.5. Triple J FM 107.5 on your FM dial.
We've just had the conservationists in. Some kerfuffle or other about kangaroo exports. Now look, the kangaroo population is not in any danger of extinction. Well, no more than the rest of us anyway. And some estimates say there are over 45 million of the little devils out there. And frankly, some culling is necessary. But before anyone tries suggesting we do not love the kangaroo, allow one to point out that a roo is included in all our logos, like our national coat of arms, and one is certainly not going to feature any animal one doesn't respect in such an important and conspicuous spot, right above one's own name, as in "Un histoire qui mal y pense." So we love the little fellows. It's the increase in conservationists that we've got to watch. Be reassured, it is our official view that the best kangaroos in the world will always come from Australia. Good day.
I tell her, mate, you'll hear it on 2 Triple J FM.
Yeah, bloody best!
On this day, at this time, a radio station was born.
Music, JJJ.
1975. Oh, no. It was way before then. Way before then that the seeds were sown anyway. I remember 1955, Nebraska. Two boys in a bar crying into their beers because no one listened to their radio station. Could have been the alcohol, could have been the desperation. But they noticed that the youngsters who came in to play the jukebox played some records more than others.
1, 2, 3 o'clock.
The kids were willing to pay to hear the same songs over and over again. Their light bulbs went on, and Top 40 radio was born. Once they started spinning nothing but the hits on high rotation, their little radio station went to number 1. Good for them, but everyone else copied and the world was doomed to...
11 o'clock.
Triple M presents.
How are you out there?
John Cougar Anthony's front radio station is Louis Joel Barnesy. I must have had a good night last night. Combo Rock and Guns N' Roses. Anyway, whose tongue is this in my mouth? Take it back.
I'm a bit of an arsehole and people know it. Australia was still doomed in 1975. While the US had college stations and England had pirate radio boats in the Channel, we had time and weathermen, no women, hyper DJs and hyper non-stop sound, where silence and real names were deadly. Gail Austin was producing John Laws at the time.
All you could hear on the radio, if it was top 40 you were lucky, you had the same 40 tracks going round and round and round and round, 24/7, and they'd probably put 1 or 2 new predictions on maybe a fortnight if you were lucky, 1 if you were lucky, maybe 2 if you were really lucky. Very little was Australian music, because at that time Australian music didn't have much production put into it because there wasn't much money made out of it. And how they programmed it was they had a cardboard box in the studio and they took the front one out and they put it in the back, and they took the next one out and they put it in the next one out, the front one out, they put it in the back, the front one out, and they put it in the back, and the next one out.
Until 11 a.m, Sunday, January the 19th, 1975.
Oh, wow, we're away.
Double J, the first new radio station in Australia for more than 40 years, exploded out of the wireless at 1540 on the AM band, with a song that was banned by the commercials.
You just like me 'cause I'm good in bed.
That Skyhooks song was a complete break with the traditions of Top 40 radio. It wasn't in line with the proper ideas of what you could play on air, and it was homegrown. Chris Winter, one of the original Double Jers.
Skyhooks they're an Australian band, and a lot of our people seem to have picked up on the kind of Americanisms and, you know, going down the road in California, that kind of stuff, because for a while there people thought that what the listener wanted were songs that not only sounded familiar, but they were about familiar topics, and sadly familiar topics would tend to be what we'd heard from America. But Skyhooks didn't care for all that, you know, ball and calling. No one would have dreamt of writing a song about a Melbourne suburb or a Sydney suburb or any suburb anyway. So Skyhooks were refreshing in that way, in that they wrote about things that were interesting for Australians and about Australia, and they didn't seem to be shy about those. I mean, for a long time, you know, this cringe thing that people talk about Australians as having, we were a bit kind of embarrassed about our own backyard, so we sang about someone else's backyard because it was automatically more exotic. But the Hooks just, you know, went for it. And although you might listen to their music now and think, well, it's already tame, in performance they were fantastic. And Shirley was particularly badly behaved on stage. And so he was good, you know, he had that nice air of, you know, devil may care. Plus that particular song had been banned, which sort of was the icing on the cake.
And the icing on the cake for Holger Brockman, the first announcer who said, "And we're away," was that he got to use his real name after being forced to call himself Bill Drake while working at 2SM.
Listening to 2J.
The Brief. It was brief.
It was only one line. They were giving the ABC an AM licence in Sydney to broadcast a youth-style station. We had about 3 months to get on air, so maybe it was mid-September or something. And we wanted on air by, you know, January next year. See you later.
2J, 2J.
We were in front. You know, we played stuff that no one else played. That was the most important thing about the station, was the music. We played music that hadn't been released. We recorded music, which no one else did. Took the OB van, which I think is about to be shunted off to the graveyard, out to hotels every Friday night and recorded bands that people had never heard of, that later became famous or just later disappeared. And we instituted all sorts of things that were picked up later by stations, you know, that go under various names. You know, basically people could send in tapes
at the time, now it's CD or whatever, and we'd play it. We'd play anything, really, at least once. And I'm sure we were the first people in this country to play all sorts of music, some of which was later picked up by commercials and others quite rightly ignored. And as we just slowly discovered, we were unusual, not just in Australia, but internationally. Because of the freedoms we had and the fact that we were supported by the government. I mean, people thought that was really weird. You know, that here was the taxpayer paying for a radio station that could get away with blue murder, practically, and doing all sorts of interesting stuff and having all sorts of musicians pass through its doors, both, you know, in the flesh and on vinyl.
It was unique. An Australian government had created a radio station for young people through an Act of Parliament. A couple of years earlier, Gough Whitlam, one of the most radical Labor Prime Ministers, had taken power after 23 years of Conservative rule. And he let loose a bit, establishing Medibank, equal pay for women, free university and Double J. But why would any government consider something as frivolous as music just as important as social and educational reform? Gail Austin was one of the first staffers at Double J.
The ABC was frightened that its audience was dying off, and they thought Double J could come on board. We could have the young listeners, they'd get older and they'd move on to the ABC. Whitlam saw it, or the Whitlam government saw it as a way of getting in the young voters. And remember, it's baby boomer time, so we had the numbers.
I believe there were people working in the appropriate ministry at the time who just, you know, probably over a beer or something put the hard word on either their minister or Gough Whitlam directly, because there was a lot of kind of milling around there. It was kind of a bit more informal. And there was a recognition, I suppose, that there was a big hole in what the ABC was doing. It catered very well for people once they got married and settled down and grew older, and they did fabulously well for kids. But there was a big slice in the middle which there wasn't any apparent attention being paid to.
Listen to the music now, turn up your radio.
No political party does anything without an eye to some political future. I think the ALP got a lot more than they bargained for when they got Triple J, or Double J, as indeed did the ABC.
In 1973, Marius Webb, one of the first coordinators of Double J, had lunch with one of Whitlam's advisors.
He said to me, we should be able to get to all the kids who now listen to 2SM. He said we should be able to just put up a stick in the western suburbs and play pop music, and we'd get to all the kids in the western suburbs who currently, don't vote Labor, don't know anything about the Labor Party and don't care in a way. It was pretty typical of the sort of general way the people in the Labor Party were thinking of an all-embracing plan of social reform. They were thinking about education, they were thinking about health and all those things you mentioned, but they were really thinking, like all politicians do, how do we stay at power?
It just wouldn't happen today. The youth vote just doesn't count that much. But back then, what was so threatening about a radio station? And what was so revolutionary about a 24-hour rock and roll station that played Daddy Cool, the Eagles, Don McLean and Linda Ronstadt?
Now listen.
I'm sure a lot of the music we played wasn't very scary at all. It's just that a lot of it wasn't being played. I don't think Linda Ronstadt really frightened anyone. But pop music stations tend to be pretty conservative. They felt most comfortable with short playlists, and I think a lot of their listeners felt comfortable.
Double J, on the other hand, dealt with an album culture foreign to the commercials. Led Zeppelin's biggest selling album never had a single released from it, and they were one of the highest selling groups in the world without much radio airplay. Radio stations pandered to advertisers rather than to listeners.
You had to have tracks that weren't too long and that fit with the advertising, basically. If it was over 2.5, 3 minutes long, it didn't get in there.
Meanwhile, at Double J,
the second song we played on air was the Rolling Stones' Sympathy for the Devil, and that hadn't been to air at all. And yet it was off a record that came out 4 years earlier, from 1971. It had never been played on the radio in Australia. Can you believe it? The playlist for the first couple of days would seem laughable now.
The Call Sign. That's Marsha Hines singing.
We wanted it to be something that people could say easily. And so we said, no, okay, AA. Nope, can't have that one. That's already been taken. And then BB, and that sounded a bit pathetic. And CC, no, that wasn't any good. People couldn't say it. And so we kept on going. And we eventually just stopped at J. And the idea that it stood for J's as in joints and so on is a bit far-fetched. I think we just got sick of it. We only got halfway through. And to say it had meaning was really pushing it a bit too far. Although I think a couple of people did slip out of the meeting halfway through the meeting for a quick one, but I can't prove it.
Senior management were absolutely convinced we were referring to marijuana cigarettes, to joints. Totally convinced, and there was a big, shit fight about that at the time too. Absolutely, because we had this amazing poster done. It was the very first poster we had made, and it was a spaceship which had two, long cylindrical pods with points on the end. And the senior manager who kicked us off, he saw it and said, aha, I told you, it's drugs. It's a drug reference, And there were two of them, so double J. And I thought, God, get over it. I'm sure people were ambivalent about it, and probably some people in the station are absolutely convinced it had nothing to do with anything. And other people were secretly very amused by the huge joke they'd pulled off,
Although sanctioned by an Act of Parliament, the original Double J radio station started out buried in a King's Cross basement, alongside brothels and strip joints. Kerry Phillips, punk advocate and presenter at Double J.
They were emergency studios, two little boxes down the bottom of Forbes Street. They were subterranean, below street level. And yeah, the tea lady didn't visit down there. I'll tell you, she didn't go to that floor. Well, Double J was a bit of an experiment, I suppose. And in the beginning, it was an AM station, only heard in Sydney. Certainly in those early days when it began, there was no idea that it would go on to become as big as it did.
This is the Australian Broadcasting Commission's experimental anthropological space station, 2JJ, broadcasting to the universe.
It was initially a test transmitter, something temporary, and that fostered a climate of daring and recklessness.
I think we were officially an experiment to begin with. I think that's how we were officially described, the experimental radio station 2JJ. And that kind of stuck for quite a while, and we thought, experiments, okay, well, one day they're going to review the experiment and say, right, that was fun, let's do something else now. But that moment never came.
2JJ, this station rules the nation.
My rock has rolled. I mean, it's flashed. Rock for me is an art form, is that initial Louis Louis, It's all over after that.
Could I have another one of those cigarettes, do you think?
Yeah, thank you.
You're on Triple J this morning, and joining us live on the radio, we've got Carl and John from the Libertines. How are you both feeling this morning?
Well, it's 1:05 in the afternoon, so feeling pretty good.
Hey, no, man, it's got the soul, it's got the feel. It's rock and roll.
If you can see the devil, you can see the Lord, my friend.
Nice one.
I can eat my dinner in a filthy
restaurant.
Okay.
Nice one.
Did you have a big night last night?
It's always a big night for me, Sheila.
Yeah.
Please have some more
It
coffee.
shouldn't be.
Very soon.
Imagine going to Saigon with, say, 10 days to go before the end, and not even knowing that your insurance is cancelled. He looks up. Fuck.
Good evening. Good evening, Lou Reed.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm going to play window shopping and then play Why Do You Do This to Yourself right into each other. I need water first, but you guys need to work your shit out up there anyway.
I don't remember anything. I just remember a blacked out room with Al Jorgensen in a diaper.
Of course, it's all a bunch of, I don't want to swear or anything. I want to represent my country.
Now, you've got a show tonight at the Gaelic Club in Sydney.
Tonight, it's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
God, I'm running this as live.
Sort it out.
It's in a lot of trouble right now, so I don't want to be swearing on the radio. What the hell was I talking about?
I have no idea.
What was it talking about?
The inimitable Lorraine Ellison. Oh, wow. It's like, Drift away. Oh.
With Mel and Charlie on Triple J, talking to Evan Dando.
Let me get. Yeah, sure you are.
Okay, you go.
He just got pissed off about something I'd written without thinking. Sent the comptroller a notice saying, take that fine off the payroll. Happens about, or used to happen about 3 times a year.
What I'm saying is I'm on tour, and I'm playing some gigs, so why don't you plug them?
Yeah, we're going to plug the gigs.
Don't forget about that, because I've been up for a while.
We're going to plug the freaking gigs, man. It's all right.
Have a little scotch and do a little yoga.
You can have some more coffee.
Very soon.
I've done my Ziggy. I mean, I've rocked my roll, man.
Bad selfish. That wasn't half bad.
Ready, set.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Rerun, mate. Someone missed it, man.
Oh, you just like me. We just like you anyway. On behalf of everybody at Double J, welcome. Guess who's nervous? Nervous as can be. My name is Holger Brockman, alias Bill Drake, and well, let's go.
Test conductor now has completed the status check of his personnel in the control room. All report they are go for the mission, and launch operations manager reports go for launch for 5 minutes, 20 seconds and counting.
You're listening to the first ever hour of Double J from 1975.
This should occur at the 5-minute mark in the count. We're now passing the 4-minute 30-second mark in the countdown. Still go at this time. We're now hitting the 4-minute mark. 4 minutes and counting. We'll go on an automatic sequence starting at 3 minutes and 7 seconds. 3 minutes, 45 seconds and counting. And the final abort checks between several key members of the crew here in the control center and the astronauts. Launch operations manager wished the crew on the launch team's behalf good luck and Godspeed. 3 minutes, 25 seconds and counting. We'll still go at this time. We'll be coming up in the automatic sequence about 10 or 15 seconds from this time. All still go at this time. Firing command coming in now. We are on the automatic sequence. We're approaching the 3-minute mark in the count. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. T-minus 3. We are go with all elements of the mission at this time. We're on an automatic sequence as the master computer supervises hundreds of events occurring over these last few minutes. T-minus 2 minutes, 45 seconds and counting. The members of the launch team here in the control center monitoring a number of what we call red line values. These are tolerances we don't want to go above and below in temperatures and pressures. They're standing by to call out any deviations from our plans. 2 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. We're still going at this time. The vehicle starting to pressurize as far as the propellant tanks are concerned, and all is still go as we monitor our status for it. 2 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. The target, the moon, at liftoff will be at a distance of 218,096 miles away. We just passed the 2-minute mark in the countdown. T-minus 1 minute, 54 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates that the oxidize the tanks in the second and third stages now have pressurized. We continue to build up pressure in all three stages here at the last minute to prepare it for liftoff. T-minus 1 minute, 35 seconds on the mission, the flight to land men on the moon. All indications coming in to the control center at this time indicate we are go. 1 minute, 25 seconds and counting. Our status board indicates the third stage completely pressurized. 80-second mark has now been passed. We'll go on full internal power at the 50-second mark in the countdown. Guidance system goes on internal at 17 seconds, leading up to the ignition sequence at 8.9 seconds. We're approaching the 60-second mark. T-minus 60 seconds and counting. We passed T-minus 60. 55 seconds and counting. It's been a real smooth countdown. We passed the 50-second mark. Power transfer is complete. We're on internal power with the launch vehicle at this time. 40 seconds away from liftoff. All the second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Because I'm good in bed. Well, I'll meet you in the park at 2 minutes to 10. You're all ready to go. 6 bottles of beer and the smell on your face. I run, but I'm
Wow, we're away. On behalf of all the team here at Double J, good morning and welcome. My name is Holger Brockman, formerly Bill Drake. Let's away.
You're listening to the first hour of Double J from 1975.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long, long year. Stole many a man's soul of faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the pilot washed his hands and sealed his face. Pleased to meet you, hope you guessed my name. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. Killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, held a generous rank when the blitzkrieg raged and the bodies stank. Pleased to meet you, hope you guess my name. Oh yeah, I was puzzling you with the nature of my game.
the Rolling Stones, Sympathy for the Devil. It's 11:15. This is Double J Rock. Junior's Farm. This is Holger Brockman, formerly Bill Drake. I didn't change it, I just changed it back to the real thing. Bill Drake was a phony. 19 minutes past 11. This is Double J Rock from Lily Sayer album, Just a Boy, Long Tall Glasses.
So naturally I thought I would take me a look inside.
ready stand. You know I can dance, you know I can dance. You know I can dance, you know I can dance, I can dance. By name, I don't seek entertainment, just poetry and game. But if it's all the same to you, then yes, I will try my hand. If you were as hungry as me, then I'm sure you will understand. Now wait a minute. Of course I can dance, of course I can dance. I'm sure I can dance, I'm sure I can dance, I can dance. I really hit the floor. Oh, it feels good. Look at me dancing. I did a two-step, quick step, and a bossa nova, a little Victor Sylvester and a Rudy Valentino. You should have seen me moving. Next week I'm coming back for more. I can dance. Oh yes, I can dance. Look at me dancing, the floor's moving. I feel good. I can dance. 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 I can dance.
Here's one from all the team at Double J, dedicated to you. All I want to do is rock.
You're listening to the first hour of Double J from 1975.
All I wanna do is rock.
That's Mighty Kong. That's pretty appropriate, right? Ross Wilson, Ross Hannaford, and the rest of the guys. 26 minutes past 11. Speaking of rock, this is Dr. Rock. Little Feet.
There was a woman in Georgia, didn't feel just right. She had fever all day and chills at night. Now things gotten worse, yes, a serious bind. In times like this, it takes a man with a style like getting out of a bind. A doctor of the heart and a doctor of the mind. If you like country with a funky beat, here's a man to me. If you like the sound of champion feet, here can be beat. If you wanna feel real nice, just dance the rock and roll doctors eyes. It's just a country town, but patience come. Mobile and Molly for miles around. Naked Dodgers to New Orleans and beat up old cars and limousines to meet the doctor's son. He's got his very own thing. He's a master of rhythm, he's a rock and roll king. You like a country with a funky beat, he's a man to me. He's a man to me. If you like the sound of shuffling feet, he can be beat. I say can he be?
Feet Don't Fail Me Now, the album's called. That's Little Feet. Rock and Roll Doctor. 29 minutes past 11 Sunday morning to Double J Rock. That's Led Zeppelin. Dazed and Confused. Play this for myself after this morning.
For so long it's not true. Wanted a woman, never bargained for you. Lots of people talking, few of them know. Soul of a woman was created below. Yeah.
You're listening to the first hour of Double J from 1975.
It's Deep Purple, the title track off the Stormbringer album. It's 9 minutes to 12. This is Double J Rock, and this is Bad Company.
And I let myself go. Listen to her, baby, let the music flow. Yeah. Turn on your light and stay with me and ease your worried mind. Turn on your light now, baby, and stay with me, mom, and rock steady. Yeah.
Steady. That's Bad Company off the Bad Company album. It's 5 minutes to 12. This is Double J Rock on the first day. And what a pretty exciting first hour it's been too. First station to go on in just over 40 years and on for half an hour, and zap, the plug went out. But nothing's going to stop us, folks. This is Rock On. This is Elton John. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Quite slowly, a girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green, towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone. By a fountain where rocking horse people eat marshmallow pie. Everyone smiles as you drift past the flowers that grow so incredibly high. Newspaper taxis appear on the shore, to take you away. Climb in the back, leave your head in the clouds, and you're gone. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Station with plasticine porters with looking glass ties. Suddenly someone is there at the turnstile, the girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy
John, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. It's a minute after 12. This is Double J Rock. I just want to make love to you. Foghat. Dixon song, I Just Want to Make Love to You. This is Holger Brockman. How you doing? Double J Rock. Bit of Aussie talent here. Captain Matchbox Whoopie Band. Hernando's Hideaway.
secluded place where no one ever knows your face. A glass of wine, a fast embrace, your silhouettes, and all you hear are castanets, and no one cares how late it gets. Not at Hernando's Hideaway. Ole. At the Golden Finger Bowl or any place you go, you'll meet your Uncle Max and everyone you know. But if you go to the spot that I am thinking of, you will be free to gaze at me and talk of love. Just knock 3 times and whisper low that you and I was sent by Joe, and strike a match and you will know you're in Hernando's Hideaway. Ole.
Monsieur, madame, put your hands together. One better man.
Hernando's Hideaway. That's the Captain Matchbox Whoopee Band. It's 9 minutes after 12. And at 5:30 this afternoon, or around about that time, we will have Cheech and Chong live from LA, from Los Angeles. Ravi Shankar live from Los Angeles at 9 o'clock tonight. And I believe at around about 10 o'clock we will have Led Zeppelin live in concert. This is Maria Muldaur off her album Waitress in a Donut Shop. A song that she originally did many years ago, something like 10 years ago. Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller song, I Am Woman.
You're listening to the first hour of Double J from 1975.
Well, I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them on the line. You know, I can start you 9, 2 dozen shirts, but you can count from 1 to 9. Well, I can slip up a great big dip of a lawn from a dripping can, throw it in a skillet, do my shopping and be back for it melts in the pan, 'cause I'm a the corn out of my nose at the same time. You know, I can get all dressed up, go out and swing till 5 a.m. and then jump in bed at 5, rock till 6, and start all over again. 'Cause I'm a woman, women, let me tell you again. I'm a come to me sick, you know I'm gonna make you well. And if you come could make a man out of you, 'cause I'm a woman. Let me tell you again, I'm a woman. And that's all. That's all. That's all. What more do you want? What more do you need? I'm a woman, satisfaction guaranteed. You know,